The Poor Clare Sisters of Omaha. Everything started for the Poor Clare Sisters in Assisi with a historic journey to the Portiuncula on Palm Sunday 12/12. Clare Favarone escaped from the family residence and entered the Portiuncula. Laying aside her rich clothes, St. Francis cut her hair and invested her in a rough tunic and cord. This marks the foundation of the Order of St. Clare. On the 15th of August, 1878, the Poor Clare journey from Rome reached its destination in Omaha. With the arrival of Mother Mary Magdalene Bentivoglio, who was appointed by Pope Pius IX to be abbess of the first establishment of the Poor Clare Monastery in North America. Bishop James O'Connor welcomed the Poor Clare Sisters, and the foundation was made possible with the support of Count John and Emily Creighton. This small house was the first residence of the Poor Clare Sisters in Omaha. The Creightons rented a bigger house for the sisters to stay in until John Creighton found a piece of land to build a monastery. The Poor Clare Sisters resided from June 1881 to 1971 in this monastery built by John Creighton. Meet the Sisters of the Franciscan Monastery of St. Clare in Omaha. For 20 years, the Poor Clare Sisters saved money from donations as they treasured the dream of a monastery. Sister Teresina made appeals at 127 weekend masses at 27 parishes of the Archdiocese. That opened their doors to the Poor Clares and responded to their need for help. In addition to this, the support of many benefactors and friends with donations and pledges has brought the building project to its present stage of progress with a value of $3.3 million.
The first two dinner and auctions to celebrate the Poor Clare heritage were used to raise funds for construction. The sisters need $2 million for the drywall and finishing of the interior facilities, as well as the more challenging exterior utilities with a geothermal unit to be installed. The latest project completion was the recent driveway and parking lot installation done during the summer of 2012. This will now allow the community to go and visit the monastery directly. The auction tonight hopes to give a boost to the building fund of the Poor Clare Sisters with an enjoyable and beautiful celebration of an evening at the Portiuncula. 4 special paintings by artist Dottie Mueller will be displayed throughout the Portiuncula. These works of art invoke peace and meditation and an attitude of prayer, bringing your mind, spirit, and soul into God's presence. The passion of each of the sisters is to serve God by serving this hurting community and supporting those in need of prayer. The monastery will be a place of rest and comfort for the faithful in the Omaha area. They need your help to complete the project so that they can serve and fill God's vision for the future of Omaha. Tonight you have a unique opportunity to memorialize a room or piece of art in memory of a loved one or as a lasting tribute and family legacy. There are 2 paintings in 29 rooms still available to memorialize and can be done by 1 or more families. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to help the Poor Clares and to set your family legacy for years to come.
Dear Poor Clare Sisters, please pray for my son. He has been deployed to Afghanistan and
Dear Poor Clare Sisters, please pray for my dad. His health is failing and he is afraid to die.
Dear Poor Clare Sisters, please pray for me. I've been diagnosed with.
Dear Poor Clare Sisters, please pray for my husband. He lost his job and is very depressed. And
Dear Poor Clare Sisters, please pray for my granddaughter. She doesn't go to Mass anymore and has gotten into a lot of trouble. And
Dear Poor Clare Sisters, please pray for my daughter and son-in-law. They want to have a baby and have not been able to conceive.
There were nearly 40 sisters in the monastery built by John Creighton on 30th and Hamilton. The monastery was large with plenty of room for growth. Today, the Poor Clares live in a small convent built for the Sisters of Mercy, teaching sisters at St. Bernard's Parish. This convent is very small and deteriorating. The sisters have no room for additional postulants to join them, and the building makes it difficult for them to live their vow of enclosure. We are pleading with the people of Omaha to help the Poor Clares complete their new monastery at Mount Michael. The monastery will allow the Poor Clares to continue their mission of praying for the intentions of Omaha and the world. The new monastery will allow them to grow so the praying will continue for our children and grandchildren. The new monastery will be there for all the faithful to come and be at peace in solitude to hear the quiet voice of our Lord and offer our own humble prayers.
The Poor Clare Sisters count on you.